Event scenario. Moving in with my guy. How long does it take us to host Thanksgiving? Today is Sunday, 26th October, 2025, and here I, Tanis Coralee of Seattle, think out loud through an event scenario of moving in with my guy and how long might be a desirable amount of time for us to take to host Thanksgiving together. I first hosted Thanksgiving in my home at 25 years of age in November 2018 when I lived in Albany, California. So this is something I've done before, including the big big turkey, and getting all of the supplies and contacting the people and getting food and decor. My lovely pie tin that had "gather" written on the bottom, and getting stuff set up and allocating tasks for when people arrived the day of to kind of help out. It was very much a communal Thanksgiving in the sense of I made stuff in advance and got stuff going, but then there were dishes that people could work on as well. So that way it was like a communal team effort work product. So it was not me being domineering. It was a collaborative effort, which I enjoyed, and I think we all enjoyed. So that was cool. And so I have done this before, and so the question becomes, moving in with my guy, how long do we want to wait? And so for my guy, well, let's go through. Okay, so there's a fixed number of Thanksgivings. So like I move in with my guy year one. Do we want to host that year? What if it's 2 days ago? That's a long time to wait, especially if he's not American. And the Thanksgiving elsewhere might not be held the same November kind of time frame as the United States of America. So in my generation of my family, there's not been any member of my generation who has hosted Thanksgiving living with their guy, and which is kind of like other members of my generation kind of thing. It's been over 10.00 years they've lived with their significant other and they haven't ever hosted Thanksgiving, and so it's just kind of like, I did that when I was 25 and they're like multiple years older than me. I'm currently 32, so I'm like, I got over a decade, and that's just kind of like over 10.00 years. I'm like, not everybody has the heart to be a stay-at-home daughter. All right, some people are anti-family. And so that the rest of my generation, my family, they're anti-family, very much so. So there we go. In terms of a fixed number of Thanksgivings, I kind of lean away towards that, especially with my guy potentially not being American. I kind of like a fixed number of months. Host as we want, as he is not American. So hosting in November may not be inclusive of both of us, right? So while I am in part Native American by ancestral origins, living with my soulmate, want it to be about us. So maybe we take an approach of get it done in less than 10 months is an A+. Anything more than 1 year and 2 months to reach is an F. Yeah, and then that could be, it might be just him and I, and we invite the squirrels and a few friends, or just one friend. But hosting a Thanksgiving, be it informal or formal or whatever it ends up being that we want to do, just making it a really big a focus on us and each other and our family in that sense. Especially since I have hosted before, first done at 25 years of age. And this is one I support getting done before we get married, depending on how quickly we get married. Because if we meet each other and then we propose on the spot and we're married that same day, then maybe not. But if/as applicable, this is one I support getting done before we get married. As for my Thanksgiving situation this year, I received one invitation, so Thanksgiving 2025. It was from my parents for Thanksgiving, and my mom and my dad. My mom, Susan, and my dad, David, and they have subsequently accepted an invitation from somebody else. So it's going to be me, Kona, and the critters, possibly my guy, depending on what my circumstances at that point in time. Hoping, okay. But no, there's been zero text, email, or phone call or anything like that, communication to try and work through things from my sibling that attacked me with her husband. They have made zero effort to and clean up, like, or include me in any way. And so the parents said yes to going with them, but they're still anti-family. Right? When you attack somebody and you make zero effort over 10.00 minutes, 10.00 months later to actually be like, well, maybe what we did was wrong, or like apologize, or actually want to include them, right? There's anti-family. Hideous on the inside. So there we go. I am not so much. I am speaking high and mighty because I've actually done something, whereas at over 10.00 years later, they still have not. Right? Anti-family. I'm family. Right? I'm the stay-at-home daughter, not either of them. They're not that heartful. They don't have a heart for that. They don't care. Anyway, so that's the event scenario. Moving in with my guy. How long does it take us to host Thanksgiving?